Okay guys, we are at round 10, last race of the series here. Got a good start, and got Tony in front of me and Starkey in front of me. Those guys are not in my class, so they're running senior, so we're in a pretty good position at this point. New track, so the whole place is new actually, and I liked it. Dirt was really good. Tight. Dummy said it was going to be tight, and he was right. Very tight, actually. I'm riding horrible, actually. Just not really settling in very well, I think. That's Isaac Ackles. He is, I think, leading the senior class points. So again, I don't need to keep up with him. He's not in my class. He's been riding really well this year. So him, Tony, and Starkey are out in front. And again, I'm leading the Masters class here. So my plan for this race, quite frankly, was just to try to tuck in behind Tony and keep up with him. But I'm just not riding very good at this point. I'm not quite sure why. It felt good. The dirt was good. The bike was good. I'm just not really carving the turns the way I'd like to be. So if you watched the last video, you know that I really need to win today. I have to win today. I'm a point or two into second. Sorry, I keep coughing there. I'm a point or two into second place, and so I really have to win first. And so, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe that's in my head a little bit. I don't know, but I'm just not riding very well this first lap. And quite frankly, the track was so tight that it was very easy to keep overshooting some of the turns, and that's really kind of what's getting me is some of these turns I literally had my front wheel locked up trying to make the turn in a couple of sections here. So Tom Dotson is in first place in the points by literally, I think, 1 or 2 points. So again, I have to win the championship, and so I'm feeling pretty good right now, but I know I can't let off. And again, just kind of trying not to make too many mistakes, although I still not riding well. This place was great. I mean, the track was short, but this place was great. The woods were, this is just a beautiful piece of property. The woods are awesome. Hopefully Dummy can get this lined up again for next year, because it was just a super fun place to ride. Not too far for us, you know, we live in Indiana, so only about a 2-hour drive for us. But so coming down the hill here, and again, you can tell just, I don't know, just not riding as well as I would like to. But all this kind of stuff, I love this kind of stuff, these kind of drops and tight turns. This section right here is what bites me later on. So I think maybe at this point I hear somebody behind me. And again, you're just kind of really having to watch to figure out where to go, because the arrows were kind of hard to see today. I think I look back at that point, and I think I realized that's probably Tom at that point. I think it was anyway. So again, just trying to keep my eyes open for arrows, because like again here they were just really hard to see. So you couldn't really quite run the pace that you wanted. because you're just trying to make sure you stay on the track. And so it's my understanding that several guys got to the finish on the first lap even before the pros. So, you know, someone ended up cutting the track, hitting some tape or running over the tape or whatever. I think that's what happened to Zach. He got caught up in that mess. So there you go. That super sharp right-hander, I didn't make it. Since Tom was behind me, he didn't have to worry about it because he was kind of following me, so he gets by. So basically now I know where Tom is now. So my plan at this point, quite frankly, is just to follow him for a while. Because he's going to want to win as bad as I am, and Tom's been riding really good this year. So my plan at this point really is just to stay on his back tire. I actually am not going to try to pass him back, and you'll see here in a little bit. I had a few opportunities, and I just didn't take them because I kind of wanted to just follow him for a while. So my plan was to just kind of keep him in sight for about the first 45 minutes or so, and then maybe start pushing later on. So my plan again is just to let him set the pace for me and him. At this pace, I don't think anybody else in our class is going to catch us. So again, that's just the plan. Stay on Tom's rear end here and just let him set the pace. So if I hooted at you guys, it's because I had to win this race, and I got held up so much the last couple of races that I couldn't let anybody hold me up this race. So anytime Tom got by, I was making sure that people knew that I was trying to get by too. So yeah, if I hooted at you, you know, here's what it is. This is where I need to be, literally right on Tom's tire. And so this is what I'm doing. I'm just literally sticking to his rear tire like glue. So that's the plan. So again here, you know, there's going to be a few opportunities here that I could, you know, maybe squeeze by, maybe. But that's really not the plan. The plan at this point is to let Tom set the pace and just me keep an eye on him so I know where he's at. And then, you know, we'll throw it down later in the race and just run it out and see who wins. And again, I loved this track. It was definitely too short, but it is just a great place to ride. Man, I'd love the deer hunt here too. Gosh. Definitely a tight track. The speeds were definitely down quite a bit this race. You know, I like a little bit of everything, so some faster tracks, some tighter tracks too. That's all good for me. I generally do pretty well in the tight tracks. So at this point, we're really not catching up to too many people. So right here, I probably could have passed right there if I decided to, but I'm just not actually wanting to pass. I just kind of want to keep my eye on Tom and kind of know where he's at. So this will be the end of the first lap. So now that we've kind of know where to go now and kind of know where the track is, you can see we're already starting to catch up to quite a few people. We actually started in the third row. So I think what's happening now is we're already catching probably first year bike at the end of the first lap because, again, we started in the third row. So at this point now we're going to start working through people. And again, my plan really is just stay right on Tom's back tire. Bike is running really good. You guys know I had to put a new crank in it a couple weeks ago, and I love my bike. Running good. And I'm actually feeling a lot better now on the bike. That first lap was horrible. I actually feel a lot better, riding a lot smoother. Again, the plan here is Tom makes a pass, I make a pass. You don't let anybody get in my way. That's kind of the plan. So if I hooted at you too many times, I had to win today. So I drove you crazy. Sorry. Dirt again was just really good. Again, that was a close one there, but just working through people here, just riding smooth now, feeling a lot better now, and just trying to keep up. Stay right on Tom's back tire here. There's one thing you can tell about Tom rides at 350, and one thing you can tell about when you're following the 4-strokes is it would be nice to have the really smooth power like everywhere. When I ride Zach's bike, it's like the power is just, it's like you always have torque everywhere you need it, you know, other than the very, very bottom. Like my bike is better on the very, very bottom than like if you're kind of putting through creeks or whatever, but other than that, there's definitely a little bit of an advantage, I think, to the 4-stroke, because it's like, it just seems like it's always pulling, if that makes sense. And a lot of times with the 2-stroke, you're kind of, you know, when you crack the power band, then you start spinning. So, okay, so once again here, you can tell just the plan is to stick to Tom like glue here, and so far that's working good. We've probably already worked through a dozen guys, it seems like. I think we were fairly on time today too. Not exactly on time, but fairly on time. So I got home at a relatively good time. So we're gonna see up here in a second where I throw the race away. Unfortunately. So this creek was definitely a little bit of a weird spot, because you had to come up through here and then take this right. I was not trying to pass right here. I was really just trying to just follow along in a line, and yeah, threw it away right here. And you know, this 10 seconds or so to get up and get going again totally screwed me up. Had some coaching there from a guy back there telling me to breathe, and that's definitely it, because I'm out of breath now. Screwed up my heart rate. And so at this point, I'm like, okay, let's just smooth back out, ride smooth, catch back up to Tom, and, you know, see what's going on. So here I just lost several more seconds having to slow down there, and of course that's perfectly fine. Looks like a guy went down there, but so I lost probably a good 10 seconds down in that creek, and then a couple more seconds there slowing way down. And then I'm not running my pace yet, obviously, because my heart rate's shot through the roof. So breathing really heavy here and trying to settle down a little bit. And the plan, of course, is just to kind of catch back up with Tom, which I really thought I was going to catch back up to him. But I'm sure what happened is exactly what I would have done. So I was thinking about this, and okay, so here's more time I'm losing. but Tom probably had to go through there too. I think Tony was checking on his daughter there. I think she had fallen and hit her wrist, but I know if I would have been in Tom's position and he was following me, if I seen him go down, what I would have done is I would have hammered down. The very second I seen him go down, I would have hammered it and just started sprinting, and I think that's probably what he did, because I never catch him. Here again, that's probably a second or two. Just having a lot of kind of weird things here slowing me down, but that's what I would have done. I mean, if he was right on my rear end and I seen him go down, I would have used that opportunity to just really charge for a while and try to pull out, and I would imagine that's what he did. I'll maybe talk to him at the awards banquet, see if that's what he did, but I can tell you that's what I would have done. So I felt like I was running a good pace, and I actually felt like I was going to catch back up to him, but never did, I guess, because at the end of the race, they had me in first, but I had never remembered passing him back, so I didn't see him afterwards. So we left, and then later on that night, they took me out of first and put me into second and put Tom in first. So maybe they missed a lap of his or something, but regardless, whatever happened, I had first when the scoring was over. But then by the end of the night, they had moved me back to second. They had put Tom in first. So that was kind of like, for a few hours, I thought I won the championship, but again, there's probably something. They probably missed one of his laps or something. They corrected it later because they had me in, put me back in second. So that takes the championship away. So I went through all my GoPro, and I never did see anywhere where I passed him. I didn't see him sitting on the track anywhere, so I have to just assume that he stayed ahead of me. We're getting to the end of the second lap here. I didn't do no intro or anything fancy this video. I got just crazy busy, so I just wanted to get this video out there. I figured you guys would want to see the track and see the video here, so hope you enjoy it. Didn't really do too many clips here at the end of just everybody. Again, I just got a lot going on, pretty busy. I'm hunting the next couple days and trying to get a few things done. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Hope you had a good ride, and this will be the last OXCR race anyway, unless we decide to do the team race. I haven't really decided yet on that one. So we're coming to the end of the video here. Hope you enjoyed it.